I'm Adam from Destination Deca. Today we'll explore the top 10 things to do in Lincoln with a deep, story-driven tour that mixes history, hidden gems, practical travel tips, and camera-ready moments. Stay for detailed facts, timing advice, and 2 bonus stops that most visitors miss. This long-form guide gives you a complete on-camera script and a traveler's blueprint for Lincoln. For each stop you'll get the backstory, standout sites, best photo angles, accessibility and ticket tips, local food recommendations, and exact time suggestions so you can build a one-day loop or relaxed weekend itinerary. Follow along and you'll leave knowing where to go, what to see, and how to make the most of every minute in Lincoln. Number 10. Downtown Lincoln. Begin in downtown Lincoln, compact, characterful, and the best place to feel the city's rhythm. Think brick-fronted shops, independent cafes, a lively market scene, and small galleries tucked down narrow streets. Use this area as your base, coffee, maps, and your first glimpse of local life. Downtown grew as Lincoln's commercial and civic heart during the 19th and early 20th centuries, when rail and industry brought people and prosperity. Many facades still wear Victorian and early Edwardian details, telling the story of a city that modernized around preserved streets. Haymarket and the main pedestrian lanes for independent boutiques. The visitors center for maps and event listings. Street food stalls are a weekend market for local produce. A notable mural or public art piece for photos. Small districts downtown host pop-up markets and seasonal food festivals that change the street vibe. You can experience different local cultures on different weekends. Number 9. Lincoln Cathedral. Lincoln Cathedral dominates the skyline in imagination. Step inside and you're surrounded by centuries of craftsmanship, vaulting, and stories carved in stone. This is not just a building, it's a visual timeline. Constructed across multiple medieval phases, the cathedral evolved from Norman beginnings into high Gothic splendor. It has been a religious center, community anchor, and landmark visible for miles, shaped by restorations in the hands of countless masons. The nave and choir for scale and stained glass, carved bosses and misericords for intimate craftsmanship, the Lincoln Imp legend to point out on camera, roof or tower access for panoramic city views when available. Fun fact: at various times in history the cathedral's spire ranked among the tallest structures in the world. Its silhouette guided travelers and became a symbol of Lincoln's identity. Number 8. Hanworth Country Park. Hanworth Country Park is Lincoln's nature escape. Dozens of acres, several lakes, and peaceful trails where anglers, families, and birdwatchers converge. It's the perfect counterpoint to the city's stone and history. 6 lakes with fishing and wildlife, looped walking paths, picnic spots, a children's play area, and an on-site cafe for snacks. The park's layout encourages gentle exploration and lends itself to family days and nature shoots. Fun fact: several lakes are stocked for angling and the park attracts anglers year-round. The variety of water bodies supports a surprising diversity of birds and aquatic life. Number 7. Lincoln Castle. Lincoln Castle sits on a hill like a sentinel over the city, a medieval complex you can walk, explore, and photograph from every angle. This is where stone, story, and skyline meet. Built soon after the Norman conquest to secure control of the region, the castle occupies a strategic hill that had been important since Roman times. Over nearly a millennium it evolved from a motte and bailey fortress into a multi-purpose site, military stronghold, administrative center, prison, and symbol of authority. Later Victorian additions and restorations layered new functions on top of ancient walls, creating the complex visitors see today. Walk the medieval wall circuit for uninterrupted panoramic views of the city and river. Visit the Norman Keep and Inner Ward to feel the fortification scale. See the Victorian prison or reinterpretive displays that reveal daily life in different eras. Find any on-site Magna Carta or constitutional exhibits if present, and explore small museums or interpretation centers for curated stories. The castle's hilltop location reuses defensive advantages that date back to Roman times, making the site a continuous strategic landmark for 2,000 years of local history. Number 6. International Bomber Command Center. The International Bomber Command Center is one of Lincoln's most powerful sites of remembrance. It combines a museum-quality exhibition with a contemplative memorial landscape that honors aircrew from across the world and explains the human cost and strategic complexity of World War II bombing campaigns. Built as a national memorial and learning center dedicated to Bomber Command, the site interprets operational records, personal testimonies, and the global contributions of crews and ground staff. The memorial landscape and walls of names create a public space for reflection as well as research and education. Many exhibits are built around family donations and oral histories, so details you'll see often come directly from the descendants of those who served. Number 5. Booltham Park. Booltham Park is a restored Victorian green space that blends formal gardens, a boating lake, and community activities. It's where locals picnic, photographers chase seasonal blooms, and history meets everyday leisure. Once part of a large private estate the park became public in the early 20th century and has since been the focus of restoration projects that revived its historic layout, lake edges, and heritage plantings. Must-see highlights * boating pond and lakeside paths * ideal for reflective shots. Formal flower beds and restored garden features * that change with the seasons. Historical outlines of the former Booltham Hall * visible in landscape form and interpretation panels. Community amenities and event spaces * where local festivals and activities take place. Fun fact: parts of the original estate layout are still readable in the modern park *, so you can trace the footprint of a vanished hall while enjoying contemporary public space. #4 University of Nebraska State Museum. The University of Nebraska State Museum is a hands-on natural history destination that showcases regional paleontology, geology, and biodiversity alongside interactive exhibits designed for learners of all ages. Affiliated with the university *, the museum combines public education with active research, so exhibits often reflect current discoveries and teaching priorities while offering meaningful engagement for families and school groups. Must-see highlights * fossil halls and mounted skeletons * that tell the story of ancient life in the region. Geology and earth science displays * that explain how landscapes and ecosystems formed. Interactive discovery zones * where kids and adults can handle specimens and participate in changing activities. Special events like fossil days or scientist talks * that connect visitors directly with researchers. Fun fact: university museums frequently host hands-on events * where visitors can meet paleontologists and sometimes examine real specimens used in research. Number 3 Museum of Lincolnshire Life. The Museum of Lincolnshire Life specializes in social and military history, preserving the everyday objects, stories, and trades that shaped local communities over the last 2 centuries. Housed in historic barracks and buildings *, the museum's collection traces domestic life, agriculture, industry, and local regiments, using authentic objects and recreated scenes to bring the past into vivid focus. Fun fact: the museum's collection includes an authentic wartime vehicle * and many donated family items that create personal links between visitors and the past. Number 2 Hartsholme Country Park. Hartsholme Country Park is Lincoln's quiet, green heartbeat, a Victorian-era designed landscape of woodlands, lakes, and open meadow that feels miles from the city while sitting just a short drive away. Walk slowly here and you'll notice the layered habitats, seasonal bird life, and the kinds of hidden corners that reward repeat visits. Originally laid out in the 19th century as the landscaped grounds of a private estate, Hartsholme retains many design elements from that era: planned vistas, specimen trees, and a large reservoir that once supplied ornamental water features. Over time the estate transitioned into public parkland, and conservation management has focused on preserving historic planting while encouraging native flora and fauna. The Visitor Center for maps, interpretive panels, and guided walk information. The main reservoir and lakeside viewpoints for reflective photography. The wooded trails that change dramatically with the seasons. The wildlife hides and birdwatching points where you can spot waterfowl, herons, and migratory visitors. The children's play area and picnic lawns for family-friendly downtime. Number 1. Lincoln Museum. Lincoln Museum sits at the cultural center of the city and is the single place where Lincoln's entire timeline, from prehistoric settlements to modern civic life, comes together in one interpretive experience. It's immersive, thoughtfully arranged, and ideal for anyone who wants to understand how the landscape, people, and events shape the city you're walking through. The museum brings together archaeological finds, social history collections, and the Usher Gallery's art holdings to tell a regional story rooted in local discovery. Objects on display include prehistoric flints, Roman and Saxon artifacts, Viking and medieval treasures, and modern cultural material, many of which were excavated in the surrounding county and deposited here for public study and enjoyment. Bonus: a Sunken Gardens. Sunken Gardens is Lincoln's floral jewel, a compact, carefully designed public garden where beds tumble in terraces, water features ripple, and seasonal displays are planned to peak through spring and summer. It's the perfect stop for calming shots, close-up floral sequences, and romantic walk and talk moments. The garden was transformed from a former neighborhood fill site into one of the city's most photographed green spaces, now listed among notable U.S. public gardens. Bonus: B Haymarket Farmers Market and Artisan Quarter. The Haymarket Farmers Market and adjacent Artisan Quarter are where Lincoln's food culture and small-scale makers converge. Think fresh baked pastries, seasonal produce, local cheeses, live acoustic music, and stalls selling handcrafted goods that make perfect souvenirs. The Haymarket transforms from a quiet historic district into a lively marketplace where some vendors travel from across the region to sell the season's best produce. Subscribe to Destination Deca for long-form, story-driven travel guides with practical tips and itineraries. Like this video if it helped you plan your Lincoln trip and save it to your watch later playlist. Comment which Lincoln spot you'll visit first so I can pin the best suggestions for other viewers. Hit the bell to get notified when new Destination Deca deep dives drop.